Welcome back to the second segment. We were talking about how you can reduce the electricity bill basically. There's another thing I forgot to talk about during the first segment. We use a lot of energy to heat water.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's really hard to take a shower in the morning. It's really cold. So what a lot of people do is they put up a little electric powered heaters where you either plug it in or you have a really big one. But these things consume a huge amount of power. If you invest on a solar heating system, so a lot of people have think that a solar heating system where you have a solar panel, it generates electricity and then that electricity get converted into heat. No, that's not how it works. It's basically use the power of the sun to heat up water.
Actually,
The basic heat. Yeah. So has a heat exchange piping on the system where it do that. So this is actually a good investment to do because even at my place, so we have hot water everywhere. I have a small kid, so if she wants to take a bath, we have hot water right in there. And sometimes I even make my tea out of it. So I don't even have to heat up the water because if you are using a tea bag, you just open up the tap, it get heated up to about 80 Celsius. That's quite a amount for making a tea. So that helps a lot in the long run. But during these days, like say, I was talking about, so when the sun is not that much rainy season, it's cloudy. So at that way, what happens is these systems comes with the electric heater built in as well. So you can switch it on, use it at that time, and then switch it back off again. Or you can set it up in automated where you set up a temperature level. Say I want to have my water at this temperature, and the system will automatically switch between those two. So that's one way to save electricity if you are heating up water all the time. But I don't think this is good for drinking water though. I mean, it depends how clean you keep it.
You need to go 100 to
kill bacteria. Yeah. So, but again, it helps because at a point there used to be a time where we used to heat up water and drink. At that time, what we used to do was take it from the hot water system and boil it from there, 200. And again, when you're heating up water, you must be knowing you at least need to run it for 2 minutes. As soon as it boils, you can't stop. Yeah. That's not how you kill germs. How to do it? So that's one way of saving because little by little this get added up, right? When you can use a gas cooker or a gas powered system to heat it up. Again, you need to pay for gas. So this is basic free energy, right? You don't have to pay for anything, only the investment that you invest when you're putting this up. And they are not really expensive either. It's about 50,000-60,000 rupees. I mean, it's expensive, but compared...
How is the service car? Is it going to break down and
So mine is now about 5 years old. Haven't done anything. Yeah. So it's basically running. I don't know. I mean, I didn't even check it. So it's just there when you open up the tab with the hot water is there. So I was like, yeah, it works. So similarly, solar is the same way, right? Yeah. Apart from heating up water, now you save a little bit money there. So you're saving that. So again, you can save it on the electricity bill. And these days, I mean, a lot of people have air conditioners, but they don't run it because when you run an air conditioner, you get a huge bill. Yeah. So if you have solar, you can use those luxuries as well. I mean, because you're getting free energy, you can use it. You can run the air conditioner. Again, when you are doing all this calculation, make sure that if you go to someone and ask them, say, hey, I want to put up solar, what they would ask is what's your average bill is like on a monthly bill. So a lot of people, what happens is they'll think, because now we use the energy safely, right? Because we know it's going to be high and all that. So keep a little bit of a headroom and say, let's say if my bill is about 10,000 rupees, you might say, no, it will be around 15 to 20,000. So plan ahead and because you have to plan ahead when you're getting the inverter. Mm-hmm. The panels you can always upgrade. So you can put up 10, 15 panels, and if you are using more, you can add more panels and keep on growing the system. So the inverter power is like I said, two things you can do. You can do the net metering system, which you export to CEB. You don't store the energy, that excess energy, but you export it. But during the night time, you depends on CEB. Or else, what you can do again is use a hybrid system. When I say hybrid system, what happens is you have solar, you have an inverter, and that hybrid inverters comes with a battery charger.
Right.
So you will plug in some batteries to it. When you're plugging in batteries, again you have to be careful, because you might, now even at my place I have car batteries, but the problem with car batteries are not designed in a way to, you know, charge, discharge, charge, discharge, go through that cycle. For this, there are other type of batteries called marine batteries, deep cycle batteries. So these batteries are designed to store energy, use it, store energy and use it. Car batteries are only designed to get power during a short amount of time.
Because the engine is going to be running all the time, right?
So you only need the car battery to start your car.
Yeah.
So after that, what happens is the alternator kicks in, alternator charges the battery, and rest of the systems runs through the alternator, not from the battery. So if you use those batteries on a system like this, so what will happen is during the daytime the solar system will charge it. If you have, so solar panel have to do three things now. So charge your batteries during the daytime, give power to whatever you are using at that point. Say I have few lights running, a fan maybe, so the solar panels need to power your existing usage plus the charging.
Yeah.
So this is the calculation is a bit tricky. If you really want to get into the net metering on this as well, you can do so. So you can tell the inverter, look, charge your batteries. If the batteries are charged, if my usage is so much, say X, and then my, you know, my generation power is Y, so it's higher, then export it to the CEB side. You can do that as well. So provided that the inverter you are buying has all these features, so it's fairly easy. So
basically what Tesla has done is, Kalinga, to make all these things simpler, right?
Yeah.
By making the power and their own roofing system.
Yeah.
It will be very nice if we can get it in Sri Lanka also.
Yeah, but the only thing with Tesla is that's not cheap.
Yeah.
So if you do this in Sri Lanka, but again we have to think about it. When I say pricing, don't cheap out, especially on the solar panels. You might be able to get solar panels at a really cheap price, but they won't last you as long, because keep in mind you're doing at least a 10-year investment.
Yeah.
So at least
the nice thing with Tesla is, Kalinga, they have really good warranty schemes, but I don't know how easy it will be for Sri Lankans actually.
Yeah. So $5,000 just for a Powerwall is, to me, I think with that kind of money, I can at least build all these things at that cost, because it will be a lot. So we'll take a short break right now. We'll continue about how to save energy and power after this break.